During an emergency or in a time-constrained situation, it is very important that you have effective communication, relay accurate data, and give essential information. Let's take a look at a simple tool Special Operations Forces use to communicate effectively. It's called the Situational Report, or SITREP. Just as the name implies, a SITREP is a situational report. It is not a story. During a mission or in an emergency is not the time to add theatrics. It's not emotional. The initial SITREP is not a time to show us how you feel. And it's not a play-by-play. No one needs you to give them the long version. It's a direct and to-the-point summary of everything important that's going on. Let's discuss why we have SITREPs, give formats and examples for SITREPs, and then discuss common mistakes. The purpose of a SITREP is to share essential pieces of information. You are in a war zone and need to let higher headquarters know where the enemy forces are. They don't want story time. They don't want the long version. They don't need emotional interpretation. They need the facts so that they can decide if you need to return to base or to wait for close air support, then continue mission. You're in a car accident and you need to let your family know that you're all right, but that you need to be picked up. You are conducting a humanitarian relief mission and need to let your headquarters know that all team members are safe and healthy and that you have 2 more days of food and water on hand. To be honest, format is not as important as conveying all pieces of essential information. But to ensure that you convey all pieces of essential information, it is easier to use a format. Each organization or company should standardize and use a format for their particular field. And once you have a standardized format, you must rehearse it until it becomes second nature. As a young man in the Boy Scouts, I remember we did training on SITREPs. We were told that in an emergency, always give your name, location, give a 1 to 2 sentence summary of the situation, and then list what you need. We then rehearsed this format dozens of times with the scout leaders. 911, what's your emergency? Yes, 911, my name is Christopher Littlestone. I'm at the corner of 15th Street and Pennsylvania Avenue. My buddy and I were skateboarding and he crashed and hit his head. He's still unconscious. Please send an ambulance immediately. This SITREP was straightforward and to the point. Emergency services are now able to dispatch an ambulance to your location. In the Army, one of the formats we use for a SITREP is called the Salute Report. Salute stands for size, activity, location, uniform, time, and equipment. It's mainly focused on where the enemy is. A typical salute report would be: Falcon TOC, this is Hammerhead 6, salute report follows. Sierra, 7 enemy personnel. Alpha, traveling southwest up the hillside. Lima, Golf, Alpha, Niner 7, Tree 2, 1559er. Uniform, black man jams with black turbans. Tango, time now. Echo, 2 times RPG and 1 times machine gun. How copy, over? Now the headquarters understands the situation and is better able to monitor the battle and make decisions. Let's take a look at 3 common mistakes. The first one is getting too emotional. Imagine your young daughter is in a car accident. It's just a fender bender. No one is hurt. Nonetheless, your daughter is shaken up and she's scared that she crashed the family car. She calls you in tears to let you know what happened. You answer the phone. Hearing your voice, she starts to cry. What is it? Are you okay? Are you hurt? She can't talk. She just keeps crying. Now you're starting to get worried. Oh no, you think. It's so bad that she can't even talk. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Where are you? You check your Find My iPhone app and you see that she's just down the street in the Starbucks parking lot. You're imagining the worst as you grab your go bag and run to the car. A minute later, she finally gains her composure and tells you that she was in a car accident. Are you hurt? Are you bleeding? Are you safe? More tears. We're now 4 minutes into the telephone call. You still don't know what happened and if she's safe. You assume the worst. Is there an active shooter? Is somebody dead? But the fact is, she's just a scared, sweet girl who doesn't realize that you love her 1,000 times more than the stupid car. Now let's redo the SITREP, but in the common sense format I learned with the Boy Scouts. Hey Dad, it's me. I just want to let you know that I'm okay and that no one was hurt. I'm in the parking lot at Starbucks. Somebody backed into my car. My front left wheel and tire are smashed. It's not drivable. The police are on their way so I can file a report. Can you please come and get me? That was perfect, short, to the point. All essential information was conveyed. Another mistake is giving lots of irrelevant information. Imagine you're on a conference call with headquarters. The boss is there with 10 section leaders. Each section leader is asked to give a situational report. Well, I guess that things are going okay over here, yeah? Yeah, the weather was really cold. I almost wasn't even able to come to work today because there was so much snow in the driveway. Thankfully, my husband Wilbur shoveled out the car and I was able to drive into the office today. What a disaster. What a waste of time. Let's redo this and get straight to the point. Hey boss, this is Christopher Littlestone from the Alberta office. 11 of 11 employees are healthy, on site, and are alive and well and accounted for. We trained all 213 people in the embassy on the new software this month. The priority for next month is maintaining the IT help desk and replacing old monitors with the new stand-up desks. Subject to your questions, this is all I have for you. Obviously, this SITREP was more appropriate for the meeting than a discussion of shoveling snow from your driveway. SITREPs are an important tool you can and should use to convey essential information. There will be time later on to give the rest of the story and to add in some theatrics and emotion, but when time is short and you are in an emergency situation, it is best to get straight to the point. I hope you learned something new and are more prepared to have effective communication in an emergency or during your next meeting. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep learning and to forward to a friend who needs to see this. Life is a special operation. Are you ready for it?